Do you know what your home insurance covers? That's the question many homeowners find themselves asking when an unexpected event occurs. Home insurance, also commonly known as homeowner's insurance, is a safety net that provides financial protection for your home and personal belongings against a variety of covered perils. It's like a shield guarding the structure of your home, including the roof, walls, and also those built-in appliances. But it doesn't stop there. It extends its protective arm to your personal belongings, such as furniture, clothing, and electronics. Beyond the physical, it also provides a legal shield, offering protection if you're ever found legally responsible for injuries to others or damage to their property. And in the unfortunate event your home becomes uninhabitable due to a covered peril, it even covers those additional living expenses. But what perils are covered? How much coverage can one expect? Stay tuned to find out more about what your home insurance should cover. Scene script. First, let's dive into the types of coverage available. Imagine your house as a sturdy ship sailing through a sea of potential risks. Dwelling coverage is like the hull of your ship, protecting the physical structure of your home. This includes the roof that shields you from rain, the walls that keep the wind at bay, and even the floors that support your every step, not to forget the built-in appliances that make your life more comfortable. If your ship springs a leak, dwelling coverage helps patch it up. Now think about everything you've stowed on your ship: your furniture, your clothes, your electronics. These are your personal belongings, and they're covered by personal property coverage. So if a storm sweeps off with your outdoor grill or a burglar makes off with your laptop, personal property coverage steps in. Next up, we have liability coverage, which could be compared to a trusty lifeboat. If someone gets injured on your property or you accidentally damage someone else's stuff, you could be held legally responsible. That's where liability coverage comes in, helping to cover legal expenses and potential settlement costs. Lastly, there's additional living expenses, or AIL. Picture this as your emergency provisions. If a covered peril like a fire or severe storm makes your home uninhabitable, AIL coverage can help with the costs of living elsewhere while your home is being repaired or rebuilt. Just as every ship is unique, your home insurance policy should be tailored to your needs. Whether you live in a cozy cottage or a sprawling mansion, whether you own a collection of vintage vinyl records or high-end electronics, understanding these types of coverage helps you navigate the sea of risks confidently. Knowing what each type of coverage offers helps you make informed decisions about your home insurance policy. So chart your course wisely, knowing that the right coverage can keep your home, your ship, sailing smoothly through life's unexpected storms. Now, what are the perils that your home insurance covers? A great question, and one we're about to dive into. So let's break down the common perils covered by most home insurance policies. First on this list is fire, a threat that can strike anywhere, anytime. Your policy typically covers not only the damage to your home, but also to the belongings inside. It's like a safety net, catching you when the unexpected happens. Next, we have windstorms. Whether it's a tornado spiraling through your backyard or a hurricane lashing against your windows, windstorm coverage has got you covered. It's there to rebuild and repair, to pick up the pieces after the storm passes. Hail can also cause significant damage, from denting your roof to breaking your windows. Hail coverage ensures you're not left out in the cold, should this weather phenomenon occur. Theft and vandalism, while not natural perils, are unfortunately all too common. Your policy is there to step in, replacing stolen goods and repairing the damage left in the wake of such incidents. It's like a guardian, watching over your home when you can't. And then we come to water damage, a peril that's a bit tricky. Not all water damage is covered. If it's sudden and accidental like a burst pipe, you're usually covered. However, if it's due to neglect or lack of maintenance, you might find yourself up the creek without a paddle. Now, it's important to note that some perils require separate policies. Floods and earthquakes, for instance, are not typically covered in standard home insurance policies. For these, you'll need to consider purchasing additional coverage, because when Mother Nature decides to shake things up, it's best to be prepared. So there you have it, an overview of the common perils your home insurance policy covers. Remember, policies can vary, so it's essential to read yours carefully and consult with your insurance provider for any clarifications. Understanding the perils covered by your policy ensures your home is protected against potential risks. So stay informed and stay protected. Your home is your castle, and every castle deserves a good defense. Let's explore the policy limits, deductibles, and exclusions of your home insurance. First up, Policy limits. Your home insurance policy has a limit, that is, a maximum amount your insurance provider will pay out for a covered loss. It's essential to make sure these limits are adequate to rebuild your home and replace your belongings in case of a complete loss. Overlooking this detail could leave you footing a hefty bill, so it's worth making sure your coverage limits match the value of your property. Next, let's talk about deductibles. The deductible is the amount you agree to pay out of pocket before your insurance coverage kicks in to cover a loss. For example, if you have a $2,000 deductible and you suffer a $10,000 loss, you'll pay the first $2,000 and your insurance company will cover the remaining $8,000. Choosing a higher deductible can lower your premium, that is, the amount you pay for your insurance policy. However, bear in mind that a high deductible means you'll need to pay more in the event of a claim. So it's a balance. You'll want to choose a deductible that fits your financial situation and your comfort level with risk. Finally, we come to exclusions. These are specific situations or items that your insurance policy does not cover. For instance, most standard home insurance policies do not cover damage caused by floods or earthquakes. For these, you might need separate policies. Exclusions aren't only about types of damage, but also about certain property. High-value items like jewelry or art might have coverage limits, meaning your policy will only cover up to a certain amount for these items. If you have such high-value items, you might need to purchase additional coverage, often called a rider or an endorsement, to ensure they're fully protected. Understanding exclusions is crucial. You don't want to discover only after a loss that it's not covered by your insurance. So make sure you're aware of any exclusions or limitations in your policy, and consider whether you need additional coverage for those areas. Navigating the world of home insurance can seem complex, but understanding these key aspects, policy limits, deductibles, and exclusions, can make a big difference. It's about ensuring you have adequate coverage to protect your home and belongings, choosing a deductible that fits your financial situation, and being aware of any exclusions or limitations. Remember, insurance is all about managing risk. You're paying a little now to avoid potentially paying a lot later, so it's worth investing the time to understand these aspects of your policy and make sure your coverage fits your needs. Taking the time to understand these aspects of your policy can save you from unexpected expenses in the future. How can you enhance your home insurance coverage? Often, the standard home insurance policy may not offer the comprehensive protection you need, but don't worry, there are ways to boost your coverage. This is where endorsements, also known as riders, come into play. These are amendments to your policy that allow you to add coverage for specific items or situations that aren't covered under the standard insurance agreement. Think about it like this. If your home insurance policy were a movie, endorsements would be the special features that make it a director's cut. They can cover anything from high-value items such as jewelry or artwork to additional perils like floods or earthquakes, which may not be included in a typical plan. Consider a rider for that priceless heirloom necklace inherited from your grandmother or for your state-of-the-art home theater system. These items may exceed the standard coverage limit, but with an endorsement, you can ensure they're protected. But how would you know what to cover? That's where a home inventory comes into the picture. Creating a detailed home inventory is like making a comprehensive shopping list for your house. It's a record of your belongings and their value, everything from appliances to personal items. This inventory not only helps you determine how much coverage you need, but it also simplifies the claims process in case of a loss. Start by documenting each room. Note down what you have, its condition, and its estimated value. Remember to include receipts, appraisals, and photographs. This might seem like a chore, but with today's technology, there are numerous apps and tools to make this task easier. In essence, enhancing your home insurance coverage is all about customization. It's about fine-tuning the policy to fit your unique needs and circumstances. It ensures that what matters most to you is well protected, offering peace of mind that, should the worst happen, you're covered. So consider those endorsements, create that home inventory, and make sure your policy is tailor-made for you. After all, your home is more than just a building. It's a reflection of you. Customizing your policy and documenting your belongings ensures your home insurance meets your unique needs. How can you make the most of your home insurance policy? You might find yourself asking this question, and it's an important one to answer. To start, let's delve into potential discounts. Many insurance providers offer incentives for homeowners who take measures to reduce risk. This can range from installing security systems to fitting smoke detectors, and even to bundling your home and auto insurance with the same provider. It's always a good idea to consult with your insurance agent about the various discounts available to you. It's like a treasure hunt, and who doesn't love finding hidden savings? Next, remember the importance of reviewing and updating your policy regularly. As time passes, the value of your home and the worth of your belongings may change. Perhaps you've made some improvements to your property or acquired new possessions. These changes could affect your coverage needs. By regularly reviewing and updating your policy, you ensure that it accurately reflects your current circumstances and that you're sufficiently covered in case of a loss. It's like giving your policy a health checkup, and it's just as vital. Finally, understanding the claims process is key. In the unfortunate event of a loss, you'll need to know how to file a claim, the documentation required, and the steps involved. Familiarize yourself with your insurance company's claims procedures. This can help to make a stressful situation a bit more manageable. It's like having a roadmap in an unfamiliar city, guiding you through what can be a complex journey. Remember, your home insurance is more than just a piece of paper. It's a tool that, when used effectively, can provide significant financial protection for your home and personal belongings. It's like a safety net, always there to catch you if you fall. Taking advantage of discounts and staying informed about your policy can save you money and hassle in the long run. So let's make the most of our policies, shall we? Let's recap what we've learned about home insurance. It's a shield that safeguards your home and personal belongings against covered perils, like fire, theft, or certain natural disasters. The coverage types include dwelling, personal property, liability, and additional living expenses. Understanding the perils covered and knowing your policy's limits, deductibles, and exclusions are crucial. You can customize your policy with endorsements or riders, and creating a detailed home inventory can simplify the claims process. Don't forget that many insurers offer discounts for risk-reducing measures. Regularly reviewing and updating your policy to reflect changes in home value, improvements, and new possessions is important. Make sure you're familiar with the claims process, and if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask your insurance agent or company for clarification. Remember, understanding your home insurance policy is the first step towards protecting your home and belongings. Stay insured, stay safe.